Hello friends, welcome back to Singing Time. I'm your teacher, Sister Blanton. Today we are going to learn I Want to Be a Missionary Now. But before we really get started, we have a special video from our primary presidency. They had a fun time playing a song for you on the chimes. Let's see if you can guess what they're playing.
Hi, this is Sister Best. I'm Sister Mitchell.
I'm Sister Brode. And I'm Sister Bigham.
And we're going to play a song for you today on our chimes. And you will have to guess what the name of the song is. Something like Name That Tune.
Okay, are we ready, ladies?
Yes, let's go. As you can see, we're not professionals.
Did you guess popcorn popping? Did you get it right away? They had a really fun time doing that, and it was nice to see them. Do you remember singing that song the last time? Well, let's sing it again. Are you ready? Let's do the hand motions too. Here we go. I looked out the window and what did I see? Popcorn popping on the apricot tree. Spring has brought me such a nice surprise. Blossoms popping right before my eyes. I could take an armful and make a treat. A popcorn ball that would smell so sweet. It wasn't really so, but it seemed to be. Popcorn popping on the apricot tree. I hope you are enjoying this beautiful weather this time of year. It's springtime. Flowers are bursting everywhere. They're just popping open and it's so beautiful to watch. Okay, so now we're ready to learn our new song, I Want to Be a Missionary Now. But before we start going into the words, I want to play it for you so that you can listen to how it's supposed to sound, okay? I want to be a missionary now. I don't want to wait until I'm grown. I want to share the gospel while I'm young, for I have a testimony of my own. I want to tell my friends about our church and the happiness it brings to me. I'll tell them how the gospel was restored, tell them how the Book of Mormon came to be. Then I can be a missionary now. I don't have to wait until I'm grown. I'll live each day the best that I know how, and they'll see I have a testimony of my own, a testimony of my very own. Did you see how it changed? That last verse is just a little bit different than the other two. Okay. You know, we sing songs in primary so that we can learn lessons. So, you can be a missionary now. Now that we have listened to the song, I have a short little message from our own sister missionaries here in our ward. I hope you enjoy it.
Hi everybody, we are the Sister Missionaries here in the Surfside Beach Ward. I'm Sister Perry.
And I'm Sister Harper.
We just got this invitation from Sister Blankton to introduce ourselves, and so we wanted to tell y'all why we want to serve missions. I've always wanted to serve a mission ever since primary. It's been something that I want to do to tell the gospel to the world and share what I know and my love for Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I too had always wanted to ever since I was little, and primary really made me want to serve because it brought me so much joy. The gospel brings so much happiness, and I wanted to share that with others. And that kind of goes along with the song, I Want to Be a Missionary Now. It says, let's see, what does it say? It says, I want to tell my friends about our church and the happiness it brings to me. I'll tell them how the gospel is restored, tell them how the Book of Mormon came to be. I love that part because it's like that's what it's all about. We're here to teach people and share the love and joy that comes through knowing Heavenly Father's plan for us.
And I wanted to share a little part of the song too. My favorite part says that I can be a missionary now. I don't have to wait until I'm grown. And that is so true. We can all be missionaries from home. And one way that we can do that is by being kind to other people and even smiling. And especially sharing what we know about the gospel and what you have come to learn by following Jesus Christ. So we want you guys to do that this week, to think of someone who you can share the gospel with.
Yeah, it could be a friend at school or even your neighbor, but just share the gospel with someone that you love. And because you love them, you want to share something that brings you happiness.
Good luck!
Woo, you got this!
I want to thank the sister missionaries for helping me. We'll hear again from them before we finish this video. Did watching that video make you want to be a missionary now? Well, guess what? The first verse, the words of the first verse are, I want to be a missionary now. I don't want to wait until I'm grown. I want to share the gospel while I'm young, for I have a testimony of my own. Do you have a testimony? Do you know that the gospel of Jesus Christ was restored? Have you read the Book of Mormon? Have you said your prayers? I promise you that if you do those things, that Heavenly Father will answer your prayers. He'll bring a peace to your heart or words to your mind so that you can have a testimony of your very own. Let's sing that first verse. I want to be a missionary now. I don't want to wait until I'm grown. I want to share the gospel while I'm young, for I have a testimony of my own. You may wonder, how can you share the gospel? What is it that you need to do? Again, we learn these songs in primary because they teach us wonderful lessons. And the second verse of this song teaches us ways that we can share the gospel now. The words are, I want to tell my friends about our church. Do you ever talk about our church? I hope so. And the happiness it brings to me. I'll tell them how the gospel was restored. Tell them how the Book of Mormon came to be. That's all you have to do. It's really not too difficult, but sometimes we have to dig a little bit deeper to find the courage to do those easy things. So let's sing the second verse. I think it's going to jump right in there too, so let's see. I want to tell my friends about our church. and the happiness it brings to me. I'll tell them how the gospel was restored, tell them how the Book of Mormon came to be. Those are some easy ways to be a missionary now. You don't have to wait until you're grown. Okay, the third verse. The words are, then I can be a missionary now. If you do those things, then I can be a missionary now. I don't have to wait until I'm grown. I'll live each day the best that I know how, and they'll see I have a testimony of my own, a testimony of my very own. That's another great example of how to share the gospel. Sometimes it's just the way you live your life. People notice that light of Christ. They notice a difference in the way that you carry yourself, or the way that you speak, or the things that you find funny. And they will notice, and they will ask, there's something a little different about you. Can you tell me a little bit about why you're different? And then you get to talk about the church and the restored gospel of Jesus Christ. So let's sing this last verse. Remember, then I can be a missionary now. I don't have to wait until I'm grown. I'll live each day the best that I know how, and they'll see I have a testimony of my own, a testimony of my very own. So this third verse ends just a little bit differently, and the song's going to jump right back in there. Get ready. Then I can be a missionary now. I don't have to wait until I'm grown. I'll live each day the best that I know how, and they'll see I have a testimony of my own, a testimony of my very own. Well done. Okay, are we ready to sing all 3 verses together? It's a little bit longer of a song than we're used to, but I'm pretty sure we can do it. Here it goes. I want to be a missionary now. I don't want to wait until I'm grown. I want to share the gospel while I'm young, or have a testimony of my own. I want to tell my friends about our church and the happiness it brings to me. I'll tell them how the gospel was restored, tell them how the Book of Mormon came to be. Then I can be a missionary now. I don't have to wait until I'm grown. I'll live each day the best that I know how, and they'll see I have a testimony of my own, a testimony of my very own. There you go. I hope that by learning this song, you have learned some ideas about how to share the gospel now, while you're young, how to be a missionary now. Before we end, I promised you another little video from our sister missionaries. They are going to share with you their little desk areas in their apartment where they do a lot of studying, reading, probably some writing, and they're going to show you their space. So enjoy this video.
This is Sister Perry's study desk, and I wanted to show you a little part of my study area. So these are some of my favorite pictures of Christ, and here's my desk. So I have all my books and my scriptures, and a book from the prophet. I have a little statue of Jesus here, some of my favorite scriptures to teach with, And that's my desk. So we move over here. This is Sister Harper's study area. Sister Harper, let's show them your study area.
Well, I have my daily calendar, and then I have my other calendar that I keep stuff on, and I have my favorite picture of Jesus too. I love that one. And I also have my Preach My Gospel that helps us teach people, and I have my beautiful Book of Mormon that Sister Perry decorated for me. And yeah, this is where I study and prepare lessons to teach people about the gospel.
There you go. You got a little peek about what it might look like to be a missionary when you're grown. I want to say a special thank you to Sister Best and the other members of the primary presidency, and again to the Sister Missionaries. I had a lot of help this time with this video. I had a lot of fun doing it too. And keep singing. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.